Hello everyone, let's go ahead and continue with our game. Now as you can see, we've already created our first function, which would be function hide me, and we've actually created two functions. So we have a function that draws the screen in the beginning, and we also have a function called hide me, which will select the pumpkin that you want to hide in and get ready to start with the random explosion. So let's go ahead and see what this website looks like. So I have it over here. Now let's go ahead and refresh this. Now let's go ahead and select one pumpkin. So we selected an on-click attribute so that we could give this a little bit of an animation and that the code would know that we selected whichever pumpkin we selected. Now here comes our first problem. So let's go ahead and click on this. Now as you can see, it changes the words and it goes to the animation, but this animation continually repeats itself. Well, this is because it's a GIF file. So if you guys know GIFs, they continually repeat themselves until you change them back into a regular picture. And that's what we have to do. Now that's what we're going to use for a second function. Now we're going to create a function called reset. Now we're going to use this function of reset in order for us to stop this animation from continuing, as well as the explosion animation in the next lesson. And we want to stop this and we want to take it back to the regular pumpkin picture. So let's go ahead and create another function, and it's going to be called function reset. So we're going to write in function. Let's go ahead and make sure I'm in the right parentheses. So that function ends over here and ends over here. So we'll go ahead and make another function that's under it. So we're going to write function, and we're going to give this a function name of reset. So reset. Now we don't want to give it any parameters or arguments. So we're just going to leave the parentheses inside there blank. And next we want to give it a curly brace, so that way we can write what code we want this function to do. Now, what we want this function to do is to reset the SRCs of these GIFs, and we want them to go back into a stationary picture of the pumpkin. Now let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be simple. So let's go ahead and set all of these to go back into regular pumpkin.gif. So we're going to go over here and write pick1.src. So we're going to go to the identifier that we've given each picture, which would be pick 1, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, and we're going to give them each their SRC of pumpkin.gif. So let me go ahead and do that again. So pick1.src will equal, in quotation marks, pumpkin.gif. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the rest of the pictures. So pick2.src will equal pumpkin.gif. And then pick3.src, so we're taking out the source, will equal pumpkin.gif as well. And lastly, pick4.src will equal pumpkin.gif. Now what we've done is we've created another function, and that when this runs, it's going to reset our code, and it's going to allow us to stop this animation that's going on and basically take us back to a stationary picture of all the pumpkins without anything moving. Because we don't want this animation to continue looping around, we just want it to run one time and that's it. So that is the function we're going to be using in order to stop our animations from continuing. In the next lesson, we're going to go over and look at how we can actually make the computer randomly select a pumpkin and let it explode. So until then, see you in the next one.